Okay. Leadership. Are you ready? Leadership? Why the heck are you talking about leadership? Do you remember this video from 2020? I have a small announcement to make. I've decided to change the purpose of my Instagram. Yep. Remember? So from now onwards, we're gonna start talking leadership, guys. So to start off things right, I think it's super important that we establish common ground. How do we do that? Very simple. We're gonna look at the definition of leadership. Now, according to Forbes writer Kevin Kruse, leadership is a process of social influences which maximizes the efforts of others towards the achievement of a goal. In very simple words, it's a person that pushes you to do something so that you achieve a goal. Okay, you probably heard from my last comment that I'm not the biggest fan of that definition. See, it's not really the part where someone pushes you to do something that actually bothers me. It's just this concept of goal. Because when we talk about achieving a goal, it means that being a leader or leadership is finite. It starts and ends with achievement of a goal. For me, leadership is not something that stops the moment that you've reached the 20K mark or that you've achieved 1 million followers on Instagram. I don't know, whatever goal you set yourself out to be. For me, leadership is something that transcends in all areas of life. Leadership doesn't start at the workplace. It's something that starts much, much earlier. For example, that sports club you're at. If you think about doing sports in a team, you always need someone to take charge. You always need a leader, your captain, for example. Or think about school, all the school projects that you have with your friends. Isn't there always that one friend among your group that somehow always seems to take charge of situations? Or at home with your family. I'm sure that as I'm talking of this now, you can find your own examples of leadership outside of the workspace. That's why I find that this definition of leadership is much more fitting. This is a book, Dare to Lead by Brené Brown. I absolutely love that woman. So her definition of a leader is anyone who takes responsibility for finding the potential in people and processes and who has the courage to develop that very potential. So guys, what I'm actually trying to say here is that for me, leadership is not something that is limited to the workspace and being an adult. It's something that you can act upon at any stage of your life and in any circumstance of your life. This is the reason why I don't think that is something that you should keep from young people. On the contrary, it's something that you should learn and teach them as early as you can. And the other reason why you should be teaching this to children and to young generations is because leadership in its essence, if you listen to the definition of Brené Brown, is something that starts with yourself. Acknowledging the potential in people. If you want to act upon leadership for others, you first have to take leadership of yourself. You first have to see your own potential and dedicate yourself to developing your own potential. And once you do that, once you take lead of your own life, you will be able to take lead for others as well. Now on that note, now that we've established a common ground, what is leadership? I want to leave you with that thought because I think that this will be the basis for the conversations that we're going to have over the next few months and maybe years. Ask yourself, do you consider yourself the leader of your own life? Because if you don't, but leadership is something that interests you, maybe that's where you should start. Maybe that's where we should all start. Do you consider yourself the leader of your own life?